Yeah, day one on the Suck It Up Ultimate Road Trip to Super Bowl 45, launching the movement, spreading the word. What a successful first day. I mean, truly successful first couple of days. Got to New Orleans last night, our first stop. And I'll be honest, when we first rolled in, and even on the ride in, I didn't know the magnitude of what I was going to feel once I arrived and once I spent some time with some of the people in New Orleans. And I tell you what, how fitting for our trip to make that the first stop. We got up early, real early, 4 o'clock in the morning, kind of early. Got ready to do the radio show and headed over to Clear Channel Studios in New Orleans. And gosh, they were so gracious. So hospitable. When they found out about what we were doing, they immediately went on the website and looked us up and did our research and asked me to come on board one of the really popular talk radio shows.
Going well, you got your hand out,
Right.
From the government.
Right.
And you know what? Here in New Orleans, there are plenty of people who did, as you say, suck it up
Yep.
After Katrina,
Yep.
and then there are others who had their hand out expecting the government to do everything for them.
Right,
Which
right.
is a load of BS.
Well, it's lazy.
Yeah.
It's being complacent. Do everything you can, to better your situation. That's what I'm saying. Quit relying on anything or anybody else. Rely on
I
yourself.
mean, they loved it. Everybody that we've talked to in New Orleans can relate. And wait till you hear all the different stories and of overcoming and persevering and living through that Katrina and the oil spill and they're there and they're bouncing back. They're the city that made it back, and they still got work to do. We were on that radio show this morning, and the host was saying, Michael was saying that a lot of people in New Orleans, they've sucked it up and they've carried on, and then there's a lot that stick their hand out.
That's the problem with the country now. Nobody sucks it up.
Yep.
Everything's too easy.
Yeah, right.
This younger generation, this younger generation doesn't know what our fathers went through with the war and
I don't
everything.
even want to suck it up no more.
Not at all. They
Suck it
don't
up
appreciate
my
the
whole life.
freedom. Definitely.
You know?
That's the biggest thing. They expect the government owes them something.
I've been sucking it up my whole life. I've been down my whole life. Chef position, prime example. I have a big, beautiful home, making $150,000 a year, and all of a sudden the restaurant closes. Y'all know that. Y'all in the business. No rhyme, no reason. You're just out of work. And all of a sudden you lose your house, you lose your car, you keep your family together, you suck it up, you move on, you get another chef job, and you start over. And then all of a sudden you're doing great again. The same thing happens. I've lost 40, 50 jobs in the restaurant business. But I always sucked it up, always bounced back, kept coming back, kept coming back. Now I'm old, I just want to drive the buggy 5 days a week and go home and rest.
One guy said it best. He's like, we continue to show the world that we're not going anywhere. This is our city, and we will fight through whatever comes our way and make it through. So we got a chance to tour the French Quarter, Bourbon Street, talk to real people from the city of New Orleans, and they shared their Suck It Up stories. They shared what Suck It Up means to them, and I can't wait for you all to see it, because you're going to be inspired. And this movement's growing already, and it's going to continue to grow, and it's so incredibly exciting to see. We've got a great team. Everybody did their part. We're feeling very good about our stay in New Orleans. Got a lot accomplished, and our documentary, when it's done, is absolutely going to be incredible. Iconic innovations, of course, led by Kevin Porter and Sean Shea, who are here with us, and they love it. They love it, and we all do. We all are very touched by what it's done so far and by what we feel like it's going to happen. It's my path. It's my path, and it feels great.
Suck it up.